the hell? Go up.
Burn through your health in no time. Drink an antidote as soon as possible.
Back, how's it going?
All right. Trying to figure out how reach this dude.
Okay. So how's the fight going though? Handling just fine?
It's going slow. Um,
Okay. The good news is you have 2 points of poison resist on that outfit. So you at least the poison doesn't last long unless you are smart and you decide to put one more deco in to make you feel full immunity.
well, I I don't have any poison resist on.
What? I thought you were wearing the new outfit you said.
No, just the belt.
Oh, just the belt. Okay. I mean, to each your own, do whatever you like. But like I was saying though, the okay. So now you I was gonna say, so have you experienced the noxious poison yet?
No.
Okay, good, good. So that's good. Because like Viper Toby has a thing called noxious poison. It's worse than regular poison. Just so you know. Just be ready for it. That's the thing. I was like, do I want to tell her? Nah, I'll let her find out. It's more fun to be like, what the fuck is this? This is a new ailment. You're like, oh, I'm poisoned. That's weird. My health is dropping like really fast. So,
Yeah, the poison is kind of weird.
oh, so you have been poisoned. So it's because he has normal poison and also noxious. You'll know because the noxious has like 3 dots right in two. See yours fade. Probably a bunch of 3 so choose it.
Is there a mantle for poison? I can't remember.
The immunity.
Immunity?
Yeah. And I believe I unlocked every mantle with you, so you should have.
Yeah.
I told you, you're gonna come more prepared than anyone. You've got like post-game gear. Yeah, you unlocked all the mantles. It's called the mantles alone. Like seriously, just having like Rocksteady and Temporal is like a godsend. Even things like ice-proof mantle and
Fuck.
move my headset all the way. My headset's really long. All the way over here and make my sandwich. I got all this stuff and I just gotta put it on the bread. So I make this thing, I call it the chili cheese Kony sandwich. It's all the same things that you would have on like a chili cheese Kony. You know, it's got beef, I got these awesome hot dogs. They're like these quarter-pound hot dogs, whatever. And the thing is, so you chop them up, and then you make a thing of chili. And then you cover that also with cheese and mix it all up. And you put it on a sandwich instead of like a hot dog bun. It's my chili cheese Kony. Oh, a sandwich. Chili cheese Kony sandwich, yeah. It's really good. So but then, because I was like, oh, it's like all the same ingredients. This should work, right? Because I was out of hot dog buns. And I was like, whoa, this rules. And then I was like, oh, man. So Faye was like, she was talking to me one night. She's like, well, we have the, I'm like, well, I have this stuff. She's like, is it good? And I just like shut my mouth. I was like, she's not gonna like it. So it's the last of it. And she's like, you know, let me try your thing. I'm hungry. So I'm like, okay. So she tried. She's like, oh my god, this is really good. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, it's so spicy. I love it. I'm like, yeah, thank you. So I love my spices too. The thing is that she's like, oh my gosh, so good. And I'm like, you really like it? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh. She's like, I'm like, if I had known, I wouldn't have eaten so much of it. I would have made some for you. So.
God fucking damn this piece of shit.
So this is the first monster. I know that Reddit post where a guy's like, I think we just run around mock fucking speed, beating the shit out of me. When he stopped running around while he's dying to poison. So this is that The first monster on that guy's list, though, this is bullshit.
Well, I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
I mean, it doesn't seem that hard. It's just I'm not prepped for it at all.
Mm.
Like I've got just the wrong decos. I need anti-paralysis and some poison resistance if I want to fight this thing.
Mm. I forget that he can paralyze you. That makes sense because there's a quest where you have to fight a tempered Viper Tobi-Kadachi to upgrade your shit. Which mantle is it? But anyway, it's to upgrade a mantle, and it's called some like poison and paralysis, precision or something like that. Oh. Good news is this is the last quest for like until like MR like 20. And now you're like MR like 4. But until MR 20 that you have to go on an expedition for. Thank God. After that you can just back-to-back quests. Nice. Because like the first 3 quests in friggin' Iceborne is expeditions. So it's like, I want to play with my friends. Like, nope, go on an expedition, then play with your friends. Quickly.
Oh, he's hungry. Great.
That means stamina. Less stamina means less flying. Less flying means less running around. Running around means more punching.
Oh, he's nice. Fighting that frozen fish thing.
Can you find Bayo? Huh.
He shoots poison darts at you now. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, I got a funny story to tell you once I finish eating the sandwich.
Fuck yeah, knockout. Terror squirrel, hold still. Ah.
Soon. No, I was gonna bring Faye lunch today because I didn't think she was gonna get a lunch, and looks like she's gonna come home for lunch. And I thought I'd just buy her food. Oh well. Oh. Okay. How goes the hunt?
Okay, yes.
Oh, so funny story time. So we just got done finished Viper Toby Kadachi, and there was a quest I wanted to go do with Faye. It's called Twin Kadachis, and it's where you fight a Toby and a Viper Toby. And I'm like, so we want to go do this quest because she wanted to get the little item, which I'll show you when we go do it. And she gets straight up one-shotted by Toby, regular Toby. And I look at her, I go, what the fuck? So I was like, whoa, you had like full health, he just died. And I was like, okay, well, she got hit by like one of his super moves. Like, that's fair. So I'm thinking like, oh man, I can't believe he one-shot you. Like, man, you're like, I'm thinking like her like electricity, electric or whatever, resistance must be like fucking -20 or something. Like, Jesus Christ, like what happened there? So then and then he just does his like his little like zigzag attack or whatever, and he kills her. And I look at her like, what the fuck? I was like, wait, that should not have one-shotted you. Like his super move makes sense, his big tail lap, but that? And then I go, Faye, and just so you know, we're a minute into this fight, and she's died twice. And I go, Faye, what is what, Cookie, shut up. The thing is, it's like, I'm like, what is your armor? Is it like, is it at least like 400, right? And then she's like, because first I asked her, I'm like, what's your like resistance? Is it like in the negatives? She goes, no, it's 0. I'm like, it's 0? She's like, yeah. I'm like, what?
He's going to sleep. I wonder if I should capture him.
Oh yeah, just go capture him. The thing is, and it's like, she's like, no, it's 0. The thing is, I'm like, it's 0? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. What is your I'm like, what's your, or maybe it was 10. Either way, I was like, okay, so you're in the positives. What's your armor? Is it at least 400? No. Oh my god, is it like at least 300? And then she's like, no. And I go, oh my god, Faye, do not tell me your armor is 251. Is it 250? Because the thing is, I'm like, and she goes, yeah. I'm like, are you still wearing the Defender gear from fucking like World? She's like, yeah, because we rolled into Iceborne using all the the Defender armor. We just rolled real quick. Then we went to Iceborne, and then I was like, wait, are you telling me that when we got to Iceborne, which was only 2 quests to go, I was like, you didn't get any Iceborne gear? She's like, no. And I'm like, hey, you're gonna fucking die. She goes, well, I can see that. I'm like, how did we get past the last 2 fights? She's like, I just never got hit. I'm like, obviously. And then,
poison gas.
And then I was like, well, that's obviously. And then, okay, since you're gonna be done Viper, it means I can switch to my Viper weapon. Start.
So much poison gas. What the fuck?
Items. Yes. I built the entire loadout just for this gun. Like every ammo slot's filled. I only have two. I only have 2 slots in my inventory with this gun loadout, but it's maximum. Like it's so extra.
Your power is maximum.
Maximumer! Just so you know, I want you to know that's actually whatever is I call my meta. Like I said, whatever is my meta set, like as in my most powerful set on a character, which is my very first slot, I actually titled it Maximumer, all caps with 3 exclamation points. But how did you say it went to sleep? How did you fail? Like, you should just be able to walk up and catch it.
I guess it wasn't going to sleep.
Did you follow it in its nest, or did you actually let it go to sleep? Because if it sees you, it doesn't go to sleep.
Oh, that's probably why.
If you run away, it'll go to sleep. You can still catch it, even though it's running around like a jackass.
Nah, it needs to die. Oh, fuck.
Oh, so the last part of that Toby Gadachi story is, so it ended up being where Faye just sat, after her second death, she just sat up on the arena's rafters and just watched me fight the entire time, didn't even jump down, and I had to fight Toby by myself with a 2 times multiplier. I'm like, thanks Faye, this is fucking great. And she's like, you're doing great. I'm like, oh, she's like, you're a G-rank hunter, get him babe. I'm like, oh. I got him both. It was just one of those, Jesus Christ, making me work overtime here. But yeah, so I was like, okay, now that we're back at the hub, first things first, go craft some goddamn master rank armor. Because if you don't have at least 400, because I'm like, oh man, like, because you'll start, like, I think we ended up getting to like 700 or something like that, just wearing the Artemis armor. So it's like, but the point is, if you don't have like at least 400, Iceborne's gonna hit you kind of hard at first. I mean, that's why it's smart just to make a quick, like, that's why I was like, is your armor like at least like what, like 400? No. Oh my god, is it like 300? No. Oh my god, is it 251? Is it 250? Yeah.
No, he wants so badly to go to sleep now. Fuck you, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Well, let him go to sleep and then hit him while he's sleeping. Now you get the double damage. Can't wait to show you my custom gun. You're gonna be like, what the fuck did you do to this thing? I'm like, yeah, I modded the fuck out of it. I like my last gun you saw, I modded the fuck out of it. That's why I also... One thing about this gun I'm so proud of is that with
You okay, Far?
gun.
Let's call this expedition a wrap and meet back up.
Oh, you're not recording. Curse you, Maddie.
I am.
Oh, excellent. I'm so proud of you. I had to tell you this time. So, but like I was saying though, this gun, when I use my cluster ammo, normally it takes a while to reload. It goes to reload. Instead, you just go and it reloads. I'm like, oh yeah, baby. And all my ammos, I pretty much can walk and reload too. And all my ammos, except for like 2 of them, I can walk and shoot as well. So I can run around and fire. I'm like, yeah. I wonder if or it's not going to be until we're actually in the area. Let's see. I'm going to go to the gathering hub, because now that you're done that, you can go talk to your handler and say, I want to return for an expedition. And then, oh, Miss Adele. Okay. Here, let me mute you for a second. Hey, Miss Adele, what's up? That work? What's up? Uh-huh. Oh, they're back in. They finally came back from Texas. I thought they went to Texas after this long. I'll let her know everything that's going on.
Well, shall we?
Okay. All right. Love you. Bye.
Watch your step.
Well, that was completely unimportant. Anyway, I was even curious, like, why she's calling me? Like, Eddie came home yesterday, so she doesn't need me. But okay, it was nothing important. She literally was calling to gossip. I'm like, Mrs. L, could this happen another time? She's just telling me some shit that's going down. I'm like, I'm thinking like, not now. Go away.
Look at
So anyway, anyway, like I love you, but go away. So okay. So I heard you
Doesn't look like
mumble
a
for a
ship from
second.
any of our
So you're back
fleets.
at base. Everything's
No,
wonderful
this
and
is
grand,
older
right?
than the commission itself.
I'm looking at the wreckage of a ship right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, here, let me go take care of Face Food. She just walked in the door. I'll come talk to you. I'll meet you together.
Found you.
Okay, good.
Take a look at this shard. Never seen anything like it. This handwriting.
You've seen it?
It was long before the first fleet was dispatched. There was an explorer searching for the new world. I hoped our paths would cross again. Let's see. Monsters displaying disturbing behavior. Song.
Song?
I found a shard. I'm not sure how it was created. I need to check. Sorry, but I can't read the rest.
The Legion is sudden migration. And Song. These notes we found. It's happening right now.
So this thing might be the key to this whole mystery.
Yo! We've been looking all over for you guys. Whoa, look at this old relic.
Can you focus on your job, please?
Sorry.
Astera is calling back its hunters. We need to return ASAP.
What? My grandfather's. I think they're the same.
Wait. You're telling me he brought this from the New World?
I thought I was getting closer to the truth.
Then we'll get there together. You want to know what really happened, right? Same as me. We won't let this get away from us.
Thanks. But
Kid, you either come with me or go home. Don't second guess yourself. There's no time.
Hey, don't worry. I can fill in for you and help while you're gone. For the time being, allow me to be your handler. Sound good?
An offer from the best handler in Astera? You'd be crazy to refuse.
everyone, thank you so much.
Glad to have a partner.
Have fun.
Okay, looks like we're done here. Let's go.
Good luck.
This won't be for nothing. Partner, take care.
So, do Japanese people just make a lot of like vocalizations while they speak or something?
Thanks for coming on such short notice. Now, hold on. Where's the little gourmand? Still finishing off a few steaks at the canteen?
Actually, she's engaged in another investigation at the moment. I'll be
I see. Very well then. There have been reports of unidentified subspecies in the Wildspire way. One seems to be a subspecies of Paolumu. The Analytics Division theorizes that the sudden appearance of their theory is that some sort of change in the... Therefore, we need to take these developments seriously.
Understood. Then my temporary partner here will hunt the
Very well. I'm counting on you two.
You've been tasked with investigating the new subspecies. I look forward to working with you, temporary partner.
Oh, quite the conundrum.
Splendid.
Hello. I have returned permanently.
Cool.
Sorry, I was making sure they had lunch and everything, and she was telling me how with just the 2 hours she's been there, what happened the last hour and a half, and I'm like, oh yeah, that is a lot. Basically, like a dog attacked like one of their people, and then a cat got out and attacked a customer. like wow, that's fucking wonderful. She's like, yeah, this shit's never happened before, and it happened all within the last hour and a half. Like right after the assistant, because the manager, the store manager, he's on vacation. I know that. So he went on vacation. He's like, all right, guys, like I'm trusting you guys. Like everything will be fine. Then like the assistant manager's there, like everything's fine. She leaves at 2, and then at like 2:30, all this shit happens. Like, god damn it. So anyway, okay, I'm back. So you talked to everyone. You saw all the stuff. Oh, you know what? I just realized you have your new handler. Say hello to Serious Handler.
I have Serious Handler now.
Yep, she's your handler now. So, because while your handler and the tracker goes off on their investigation. Alrighty, so let's see. You're gonna be queuing up some stoofs. Before we do, we're gonna go do what?
I'm going to watch a cutscene right now.
Good,
Commencing
excellent.
the
I was gonna say
Puke
like
Puke
go watch because you have
investigation
2 cutscenes to
The
watch.
Fifth
So just
Fleet's
watch one
A-list
and I'll
hunter will
join
take
you.
point, while
Of
I
course.
keep record. The field team has already gathered tracks. Let's follow the scout flies.
So who are we after first? Let me see. Don't tell me. I'm gonna see. Click. It did see you. Okay. Join quest. Available quest. We are going after Coral Pookie. I got. Oh, wait, still waiting for you to watch the cutscene.
Yep. Gotta go find this.
He's by the jump pads, the big water pad, lily pad things.
Oh, good. I was going there anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, so see, your nameplate's gonna be blue because because you're in Iceborne now, and my nameplate's gonna be purple because I beat the Iceborne MSQ. So we're gonna have 2 different color nameplates, and you get to see my new gun. I'm excited to show you my stupid gun. I am hyping up.
So, ZT Yaku has not changed.
Oh, Ziziaku, when he's got like, by the way, he literally has I think like 1 new move. Master rank Ziziaku is like super cinch.
Huh. So this is interesting looking. He's got a gun that shoots poison, basically.
Do you suppose what's riling them up is connected to the issue with the Legiana?
SOS.
Yeah, you don't need SOS.
Temporal mantle, go. Right.
Jay and I were playing Monster Hunter actually on Thursday, I think it was. Yeah, Thursday. And she's like, oh man, she's like, I forget how fun this game is. She's like, it's just so nice to come back to it. Like, you don't play it for like a month or 2 and come back and play for a bit. And it's like, this game's so good. I'm like, yeah, it is good. Because I was like, oh man, we gotta get, because we have 2 characters who haven't entered like Iceborne. Like, oh, we gotta get that armor before it goes away on December 4th. And she's like, oh, you're right. So she was playing her heavy bow gun. I was playing my switch axe. See, switch axe is an interesting story. I never finished the switch axe like one person all the way through, in a way, because I also played a lot of switch axe on blue in person. So I juggled like switch axe, great sword, and like heavy bow gun. So, but I was like, I still need to play some pure playthrough of just switch axe, even though I did fight every monster in switch axe would be able to. I want to have that fresh character feel. Alright. Stupid gun. Oh, I'm on my way. just gonna take all my drugs. What's there?
Ah, why do I keep falling over?
Is the ground moving and shaking? His eye. Ah, fuck.
I can cut off that tail, right?
Yes. Here, let me help you with that. We're gonna have to weaken the tail. Just bonk. Alright, now the tail's weakened. Let's get to work on that tail. What? Easy move. Yeah, this is like easy moving. See how he hops around when he flashes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like before he used to just stand still. Now like he moves. Don't mind me. God, I love my new gun. Oh yeah, look at my new gun. That's got a laser sight on it.
That seems a bit unnecessary, but
Check it out. Look at my fucking chain belt.
you know there needs to be an animation where your cat will chase the laser dot.
In rides, you can do that. You can play like pull out toys and play with your cat. So yeah, they should have done that with this. All right, let's get him.
I'm following you.
Let's get that tail off. Here you are, big boy. Whoa! I'm trying to find some moss or something. Here we go. Look at him go. Haha. Thank you. Look at that tail. Yeah, this is the build I'm going to have for until we beat the MSQ. And after we beat the MSQ, I can switch it out to some endgame gear, or post-game gear, I should say. Ooh, that's a pod. That's a real pod. Oh, sleep asleep. Here, allow me to just quickly do this. Pop this down. And where's my Bigo Bango attack? Here we go. Bigo Bango attack. Very nice. Alright, just gonna line it up right about there. Oh wow, he popped up really quick. Just gonna turn this a little bit. Oh, fuck you. I should just take the shot. Alright. You need that tail, please. His tail is very hard to sever, but it can be done. I just realized I'm using that sleep ammo on him. Whoops, that's why. Oopsie, wrong ammo type. Going up.
Where'd he go?
Going up.
So, like, did they give us a new handler because people were complaining about the other one?
I think it's just story. I don't think they planned that. Let's see. You missed me. Ooh, that was a good one. Trying to take up the tail. It's your tail, your life, baby. Did he sleep again? Oh shit. Well, we gotta wake up from all that. Okay, honey. Good luck today. Yeah, I know. Bye. This is the Aku material over here if you want it. Going down. Alright, come here, tail. Got 9 shots left. Get that tail off. Four shots left. I can't see him from that angle.
This guy's quite a bit tougher than the other two. Oh god.
Oh, this counts. Nope, no wall. Damn. Yeah, I like how he uses his tongue to split it as well. 3 shots left. This. That's it. This last. Oh my god, did I get it? My last shot? I did! My last bullet. Alright. Nah, we're done with you. Whoa, Maddie, why? Well, let's get the tail.
Where is it? I can't even see it. Oh, there it is in the bush.
Ooh. We got the tail. I'm very happy about that. That tail's hard to sever because it's like part of his whole mechanic. So they make sure it's really hard to do. Any monster who's like has a big tail mechanic, they always make sure the tail's really hard. It's like Nargacuga, Glavenus, Pookie, stuff like that. Or Coral Pookie at least. Because if you remember, like normal Pookie's tail isn't that hard to break.
No, like not at all.
Also, man, I thought he'd be dead by now. Well, that's fine. I'm gonna go snipe his fucking ass. But yeah, I've got all the materials to where basically I can just keep making ammo on the fly. But yeah, I fired, I'm not sure how many I actually landed on, but basically well over 30. But I can make 60 rounds of of slicing on the steel or whatever, it's separating whatever it's called. Oh, he's gonna fall asleep. Hey, if you're like, oh, he didn't fall asleep, just give me a second. I'm putting sleeping animal right now. Let's go to sleep, mister. Sorry, Maddie.
Wow, shit. Let me.
Here, I'll paralyze him. How about that? That'll slow him down for you. Wow, he's just standing there taking it. There you go. Danger close.
Data compiled. Let's return to Astera and prepare for the next investigation.
Knock him out.
Alright, we don't have to carve them. Skip them bones. I love it. Danger close. Like I'm like point blank next to you and him. Just blow up all of us like fuck it. I'm like, he's captured, he's about to break out of that trap. I'm like, I need him to be caught now. Look at that beautiful flurry of just explosions.
Let's see what I get. A grinder jewel.
Oh, Challenger and Protection Jewel. I think Challenger is Agitator. So that's good. I don't have an Agitator Jewel, so I can use that in a bit. Thank God. Thank God.
Oh, I drank too much tea. I'll be right back.
Okay.
One subspecies left to investigate. Just leave records and analysis to me.
Held that in for way too long. Now for
Alright.
no time for naps.
Nightshade Pollen.
Is that another poison one?
You'll see. Just let you find out what they are. They're fun. So so far. Let's see. You've seen a Tobigadachi that is not electric, but can still paralyze. Instead, it's poison and paralysis. You have you've seen Coral Pookie, which is the poison. This whole thing is water. And it literally, I like how one of its quests is called something like fun from both ends or something like that, or utilizing both ends. It's like, right, because he can spray you from behind and from the front. I love when he uses his tongue to like split it and then make him the two beams and it separates. I think that's really cool. He shoots in all directions. I like Coral Pookie. I think he's a better fight than regular Pookie. Like I said, Viper, let's call it, like I said, he has noxious poison. This is Nightshade Palumu. So normal Palumu was
just from reading the flavor text, I think I need to bring sleep resistance. Okay, I'm gonna go eat and head over.
Oh, I need to go eat too. But I got more time because you have to go see the cutscene. The cutscene, by the way, is to your left. Like, so when you go from Camp 1, head left. You just keep hugging left. Oh, he's right. I didn't get to show you all the... I got this awesome muzzle and everything on my sniper. I love it. I got a good stock on the back. I love it. My gun's stupid. I was like, more. More. Yeah, between my last gun and this gun, you just go like, Jesus Christ, I'll just mod the fuck out of them.
Commencing the
No
Nightshade
time for
Paolumu
naps.
investigation now. The 5th Fleet's A-list hunter will take point while I keep record. The field team has already gathered tracks. Let's follow
probably
the
take out
scout
the-
flies.
Blight resistance and maybe put on some like what are they called? Earplugs.
So are you not going to use the Artemis set?
Just the belt.
Just the belt. What's the belt? Let's see. The belt gives 2 blight resistance. I see. Yeah, so if you slap one more in there, though, at least you won't have to worry about, you know, like you didn't have to deal with water blight that last fight. And let's see, who's after? Yes, look at my guy. Oh,
These
so
creatures are interesting.
what?
Hey, I shouldn't be put to sleep. My shit's on max.
Oh, you're watching the cutscene.
Bullshit, man. Although I'm sure if you like bottled that shit, you could make a fortune with like sleeping meds.
Back with us?
Well,
That's a
it probably
relief.
just shoots
Let's
chloroform at
continue
you.
the
You're
hunt.
like, oh no, they're dead.
So wait, I get brain damage?
Yep. What's the other thing? Oh, roofie. Maybe it's just like it's air dusted roofie. My guess is that like it. Well, then again, you know, maybe it's the chemicals in chloroform that just, you know, essentially makes your brain turn off on you, so you just fall asleep. Maybe that's what it's shooting at you. You know, it's interesting. I need to see what the notes are on these some of the new monsters, because there's oh good, I can join you. Because there's always really cool science behind a lot of the monsters. I told you, like, there's actually every year there's a group of scientists where we come together, because Capcom has like, I mean, Monster has like their big day, and what happens is that they all over the course of the year have made notes on like monsters throughout like wherever, and then they come and they bring their research to talk about like the anatomy and everything of like how these monsters would have these abilities, including from like real life monsters, I mean real life creatures, like real world creatures, and this kind of real world science. It's really cool. So they put together like this thing. They even have a book where they release a book all about like this science behind Monster Hunter and how everything, how these things exist and how they work, and their anatomy and everything. It's really neat. Alrighty. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna grab some energy drinks. That way I don't get sleepy. That's dash juice. I want energy drinks. I know I have some. I have to have some. There we go. Energy drink. I get all 10? Wow, that's a lot. Cool. Drink my drugs.
Oh, he's asleep. Nice.
He's asleep? Who's
Wake
asleep?
up.
Let's see. Where are you? You guys are over there. Gotcha. I have my scout flies tracking you and on the way. There he is. Whoa, that's a lot. Oh, I fucking missed. Well, at least you can't be put to sleep. Let me just buff you up. Okay.
Why do I keep getting poisoned? Fuck.
Because there's poison on the ground, man. Here, let me take him out the sky for you. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Here, allow me to poison him. Whoa, you already have, let me just put down some bombs.
Already have what?
Or that could happen. Danger close.
Ah, fuck. I can't even get close to him. What's that one skill where I don't have to worry about knockback?
Cover resistance?
Yeah.
You can also use your rock state mantle. Don't worry about it.
That's on recharge.
I see. Well, then I apologize, Maddie. Because things are about to get a little explodey.
Ah, fuck.
Alright, that's enough explosions. By the way, I have like every status effect, so just tell me which one you want.
Keep him still.
You want him still? Copy that. Still coming up. And by the way, I even have exhaust, so I have literally, like I said, every status effect. Alright, he's going to be paralyzed any second now. There it is. Then put some exhaust in him. Oh, you know what would be more fun? No, I'm not going to blow him up, don't worry. Incoming. He sleeps again, by the way. Here, let me put more bombs on him. Hold on. Alright, let me just do. Yeah, unfortunately for this poor bastard, welcome to my world. In my world, I always have booms. And bombs. And sleep. And everything. And traps. I can make more traps on the fly.
Ah.
Hey, that wasn't me. That was them. Shotgun, 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 shotgun.
You killed the Gaja like a...
Yeah, well, like, you know, shit happens. Hey, he wasn't my Gajalok.
Where's he going to sleep?
He's not skulled. He's just really banged up. Look at him over there, thinking he's hot shit. No, fuck you, ground. Down, boy. There you are. I was like, where's Maddie? Some more poison on him. I like to beat these. Put some exhaust on you. Yeah, fuck you, blow up. of materials on the ground. Jesus.
I think it's my blast. Ah!
Richard astronauts. Oh, we're watching The Simpsons and that line came on and Faye was like, it's the line. I'm like, yep, that's the thing Maddie's always saying. We're richer than astronauts. Alright, I'm gonna blow up the tail. You're on the head, okay? Shouldn't blow you up from this angle. Takes a little coordination.
Fucking die already, you bat. Nice.
Alright. I like explosions.
Well, you have the right equipment for that.
Okay, sticky. Oh, I didn't mean to kick you. I'm sorry, little guy. I just kicked that poor fucking bug. All he wanted was his poo. Now he's coming home with me. Yeah. That was funny. When I was playing with Faye Thursday, I was like, whoa, that's a big bug. It's like, I told her how the poo was like up to my knees. I was like, well, that's a big bug. And I called, like, yep, sure enough, it's Gold Crown. She's like, oh yeah, look at that. And she's like, you over here looking at poo. I'm like, it's not what it seems.
Oh damn it, did I lose connection? Dude, I think we got disconnected.
Oh no. That means you're missing out on this amazing thing that's happening. It says that you are now playing well. Thank you. That's okay. I mean, he's gonna be almost done. That's a shame. I put him in a trap right next to the cactar, and then I kicked the cactar, and he took you know, the 2k damage. He takes 1,000 and another 1,000.
Oh, I caught the cactar.
Wow, I am surprised he is still not skull.
God damn.
Looks like he's yellow now, so I can wall bang him by just mounting him. I'm gonna mount him, jump off, and then I'm gonna hit him with my sniper. At least you can't be sleeped. I haven't even slept once, actually. I really love how he controls his clouds and such. Like how he can move them around, and I think that's really cool.
Start to miss all your little tricks.
Mine or his?
Yours. It's a lot easier to hit when he's not moving. Oh, I got a pod.
Oh, good. I gotta remember you can make pods. I gotta be mindful of that. Yeah. I got a pod too. But like, I fucking fired a wyvern shot while he's flying in the air, and I just blew up like 3 Vespoids at him. Like, there's just death everywhere. I'm like, excellent. Oh, look at that, you almost put me asleep. I was carving that Vespoid. But, so close. Try. Oh, I'm gonna have to drink an energy drink here. There we go.
Flash pods aren't working. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, you're a master rank. They only work like 3 times. So how many times you flashed?
3. times, I
Huh.
guess.
Put him back to sleep. Putting like sleep fucking clouds everywhere. I'm just like, nah, I'm not having it.
Damn it, he's running away. Wait, Diablos is hurt.
I'm happy about that.
Is this a master rank Diablos?
Yes. And he's running away. Where are we going? Following you.
Another 5.
The thing about a sniper is that even though I'm not in his zone, I can still take the snipe way from down here and get him.
I got the slinger flowing out. Rock City time. Back here.
And the wall. Oh, he's gonna get super knocked out here. Oh, there he is. He's stalled.
Yeah, he stole from me now too. Should I sleep him or yeah?
Go ahead, go to sleep. I'll make another shock trap just for you. Where does he sleep? Well, I guess we're gonna find out. Polyrathian's area, maybe? Not her nest, just like the area, like basically the area you first found this creature in.
Yeah, I think it's that first area.
I'm watching it fly. I'm just letting it make sure I keep distance so I can let it sleep. Okay. And there he goes for a nap. There, he's down. Okay. Game. Uno. Doso. Treso. Got him.
Got him.
Yeah, we're
Data
both on
compiled
pace.
and mission complete.
Must mean that we're dealing equal
I'm beginning
damage.
to believe there is some connection
Which is
to
good.
this subspecies in the Legiana.
So a weapon I suggest for everybody is in the guide is Toby and Viper Toby. Those monsters actually have really good weapons for early on. And like so much so that like Viper Toby weapons are often the weapons I make and play the entire MSQ with. Like I can get through the whole story with just Viper weapons because they're so good.
Ooh, what did you get? Anti-blast rule plus. That's nice.
All right, let's
I guess.
see if I can join your session.
I think I got disconnected, so I need to go back and reconnect.
Yeah,
Good
it says
work
I
out
am
there.
online. So because the reason I say because I can succeed.
Splendid job.
Normally when you're not online, a bunch of the stuff is blanked out, and it says, would you like to log in? You're playing offline mode. So that was, I guess it was
I'm
you
just
who
glad
got
to be of
DC'd.
help. Shall
With
we
your
return to
wonderful
Celiana?
internet, they always talk about. That I know that you want to marry one day. Because it's so good.
Like, I never had
I'm just
any
glad to be of help.
these problems.
Shall we
until I
return
had,
to
like, a
Celiana?
5 gigahertz connection.
Okay. That's weird. You would think, are you gonna get a 6 when, what's it called, for VR or no?
You know something
Or
else.
is there no point because you're always in the same room as the stuff?
No, it's the Wi-Fi channel that I use is my current router for internet only goes up. It has a 5 and like a 2.4, and the 2.4 gives me like at most like 10 megabytes a second. The 5 gigahertz channel gives me like download speeds of around 100 to 200 megabytes per second, and within the network I can get over a gig per second. The problem is I think the antenna overheats, and that's why it kicks me. Alright, so I'm back online. Head to Celiana. First I want to go to the armory. Let's see what kind of new stuff do they have. Clockwork Alpha, Clockwork Beta. Some nice stuff.
Are you in a Celiana Gathering Hub? That's where I'm gonna go. So now we can hang out together. So, by the way, when you have what's it called? Serious Handler, when she cooks for you, because the thing is, interesting enough, there was in the Monster Hunter World, illustration book and stuff like that, where it's just concept arts and they talk about stuff about all the characters. Your handler, like I said, she comes from also a family of like chefs, so everyone's like cooks, and that's why she cares so much about cooking, and she's a really good cook and all that jazz. Meanwhile, just call it Leah, who's also a serious handler. Leah, she has learned minor proficiency in every weapon in all 14 weapon types, and also she is very into her scholastic studies and stuff like that. But her cooking's not the best. The thing is, what she lacks in, let's say, culinary skills. So when she cooks for you, if you're at camp or an expedition or whatever,
Yeah.
when she cooks, she has two reactions. Because if you make a meal that is successful, she looks at you with concern and she goes, play with relief, and when you're like, yeah, it's good. And the thing is, but if you actually get all three buffs, the thing is, and you're like, haha, it's so delicious. Wherever she does a elbow pump, she goes yes and stuff like that because she succeeded on her meal. So it's just I love that. And then also if you do the Steamworks and you have her as your handler, at the end you're supposed to see your handler, but instead you'll see her pop up. And with your handler, what you've seen, she grabs a bunch of potatoes, throws it in there, lets the Steamworks basically bake her potatoes for it, and she pulls them out. She's like, she leaves. Serious handler. She's all like, hey guys, let's just all calm down. Everyone maybe we get this in order, and then all of a sudden everything explodes and whatever. And then she's like, oh, and everyone flies up, and then we land. She like reaches out to like the chief, to the tech chief. She's reaching out to him, and then like trying to reach him, and then like you see all the cats landing, and one of them just smacks her, and then she goes flying off. And it's just like they're great. I love the animations, but and it's and even if you don't have serious handler as your handler, you can still see her do the what's it called the have that happen with the thingy, the thing that Steamworks. Because like once you unlock her as your handler, because she's Aiden's handler, which is good because everyone even said like if Aiden and your handler were like together, they'd probably both be dead. He said the only reason Aiden's probably still alive to this day is because Leah probably like reels him in and keeps him from getting himself killed. Oh, and I also like how if you're in the cold area,
how many points in earplugs should I have?
I have all of them. So also, like I said, like one thing I like to do is I told you I wear the. Let's see. Let me go to. Yeah. So what I like to do is I like to wear. I told you the chest, the gloves, the belt, and the pants of what's it called? The Artemis set, because not only does it give you a buttload of great. You get full stun resist, full health boost, full recovery up. You can slot in one thing for full blight resist, and you can and then I told you put in that one thing, your decos in your pants, and you have full earplugs. So like you're pretty much set. And then from then on out, like again, you can add like few little things. Like for me, right now I have max tool specialist, max divine blessing, max focus, guard up, razor sharp on my stuff as well, on top of the stuff the armor gives. And you'll end up with a 700, which is a really good armor value that will keep you like going through the game. You don't have to worry about taking so much damage from when you get hit, especially when you get hit by things like Brachydios and Glavnus. Anyway, and God forbid Rajang. Anyway, the thing is, but that's what I do. But the thing is, but as for things that give earplugs on the actual set, that's like the chest, and the what's it called? The gloves. Yeah, the gloves. The chest and the gloves will give you 3 points alone, and in that deco, because your pants with the 4-slot deco available, that's why I said like anything that has a 4-slot deco, that's where you put in that one, and then boom, you got all 5. But this way, there isn't any roars that infect you. But again, having just 3 is really good. 3 is like honestly, in my opinion, kind of like the minimum, like 3 and 4. But like if you can get 5 and just be immune to all roars, that's even better. Because at 5, the only roars that's essentially, like you'll say you only had 4. I mean, the only thing that 5 is going to prevent you from are things like Devil Joe, Basil Guys. Yeah, basically the roars that are so powerful they can knock stuff out the sky. I love one time I was watching this Joe. I saw a doggo jump at Joe and he roared, and the doggo like did this backflip midair, like he got blown back. He's like, "Roar!" And I was like, "Holy shit!" It's like, no one fucking messes with Joe's roar. He's like, "Roar!"
I think I'm good to go with this setup.
Yeah, there's a slight tweak to my build right now that I have that I want to do, but I always go no because I lose guard up, and I go like impressively. There's nothing really that you're gonna need guard up for. I think like for the going to the MSQ. But I'm like, yeah, but I also just like having it
Hey,
just in case.
Your weapon causes knockbacks, right?
My well, oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
Well,
add flinch rate in my build in.
okay, so I don't blow you away.
Yeah.
Now I don't know. I gotta be careful with the clusters. I'm not sure because that doesn't just flinch you. That kind of knocks you back. So I wonder. We're gonna find out. It'll be a nice experiment to see.
Alright.
Again, you can just ask me not the cluster. I can. I can be the.
It's fine. I can work around it.
Alright, it's
I'm
just
going to Ciliana Gathering Hub now.
Okay, it's just the thing about like about monsters like Coral Pookie and like Palumus that they're smaller monsters. They're considered small monsters. They look, there you are. Yeah. Oh, my badass gun. But so are we gonna go do the next quest or are we gonna do a side quest? What are we doing?
I have no idea.
I mean, if we just continue MSQ, that's cool with me. And if there's any monsters, for example, like, there's a bunch of really great, like, what are they called? Like, event quests and such that we could do. But I'm like, is there any that you super care about right now? Like, none I can really super think of.
I guess I'll
Trying to think of it.
keep doing main story quests.
Yeah, I know one thing though. For MSQ, I definitely want us to get up to Nargacuga because I don't know if the Assassin's quest. I'm gonna actually message. I'm gonna tweet out or wherever to Capcom and see if they. Because I know that the Assassin's Creed quest for getting the hoodie is going away, but I wonder if the quest that upgrades it is also going away. And then, because I mean that way we can get the Nargacuga because you need to do a Nargacuga quest.
You have a minute?
To upgrade it, so that way we can make
The
sure
weather
all
report
your
states
mantles
that
will
the
be
hinterlands is
upgraded
due
when the
for a
time
blizzard
comes.
soon. If we're going to find them,
Okay, time
you'd
for
best
Blizzard
hurry.
Blitz.
Oh, yeah.
And the chef wants me to capture Benvaro.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so many exclamation points now. I guess I'm running around everywhere, talking to people.
Let's see, which one do we just do? There's Bombaro. Da, da, ba, ba. Yeah, yeah. Bugs. Excuse me.
Good to see you.
Oh, that's right. He has a really cool gun lance.
Well, thanks in advance.
Okay, I think that's all of it. So I'll post the quest now.
Here, watch your cutscene. Let's see. Sink in the mud. Oh yeah.
Wait real quick.
Oh, also, when we get to Nargacuga, you can get like. Okay, so that's where Nargacuga is. We're not too far off.
Ah!
Okay, we're not too far away from Nargacuga. But the thing is, once we get to Nargacuga, once we get, which I think is like MR9 or MR10 or something like that, you can do every Hunter's Dream 3, which gives you. So remember the Wyvern Ignition, like how like that was like the thing you got from it from doing the one where it's Palumu and it's a Rathalos. and you get a little ticket that lets you make the
Commencing the
Wyvern
rescue
Initiative.
operation.
Like I told you,
Your
it was a
first objective is
contest
to eliminate
that
the Baryon threat. I'll have the
that
scout
they
friends
had
follow their
people
footprints.
design weapons, and then the winning weapon got to be in the game and stuff like that, and that was really cool. And they did one for Iceborne as well. They even did one for Palicos. So they have one quest which is like, it's really great. Like it makes your Palico basically, because everyone loved the Wiggler helm so much, it became famous. That they made one.
Because of JoJo?
Oh, because of Jokai, you mean?
Yeah.
No, I think it was already famous. Like people already loved it enough, but it just like Joe Cat that made that like a staple. But like you see other creators who also like use the regular helm and stuff like that. Like even in like profile pictures and such. It was just everyone fell in love with the regular helm when it came out. It was just so goofy and was so great. And but so they made sure that in Iceborne somebody did a design where basically for the Palicos. That basically the headpiece is a Wiggler headpiece for your Palico, and the body it makes it look like a pot, so that way he looks like a Wiggler in a pot. And then and the weapon is like a piece of coral essentially. So and so like that was that. But they also did one of course for weapons, and the winner was a charge blade. And just like with the Wyvern Ignition, which ended up being like the best, like easily top 3, often number 1 or 2, but like I said, top 3 best great swords in Monster
Do you
Hunter
suppose
World.
they've managed to learn
Not so
anything
much
about the
Iceborne.
shipwreck and that shard?
And
I
Iceborne
can't
still
wait to
makes
hear
like
all
top
about it.
5, top 6, I think.
Let's hurry.
But
We need
but
to
I said,
confirm
but
their
but I
safety.
said, but the charge blade though, which is called the Black Eagle, I think it's what it's called. It's a lightning charge blade, and
Snow's
it
starting
is
to come
again
down
top
hard.
3 charge blades. But once again, which is really cool. I'm glad they made whoever won the fan contest thing, or whatever, they made sure their weapon wasn't just like something people ignored. They made it so good that people wanted to use it. So not only did it look really cool, but also it was very functional too.
They're close.
But yeah, so it's a very cool charge blade. So when we get the Nargacuga, we can make that weapon for you. It's a very cool weapon.
Cutscene time.
Excellent. That means it's time for me to make sure I get all my ammo. I like how it's like I wish I could read my ammo, but it is what it is. I just gotta know what it is. Treat my ammo like it's second nature. Once I get used to also the ammo placement, to be like, oh, this ammo's underneath this type and this ammo's underneath that type, then I'll be able to switch to it quick. All right, available. Still watching it. Yes, so Barioth. Barioth, oh how I miss you. Introduced in Monster Hunter Tri. He was a great wall. He was a gatekeeper monster, is what I like to call him.
I feel like I should have more ice resistance.
Hey, that's what Ice Proof Mantle's for.
But what?
The Ice Proof Mantle. That's for you don't have enough ice resistance. Besides, you got full blight resistance, right? You don't have to worry about ice.
Target engaged. Secure the area to allow for safe extraction.
Alright, time to hunt you. You're bored of two shit.
Are you wearing the 4-piece as well?
The what?
The 4-piece set.
No.
No? The other thing that makes that set really good though is wearing 2-piece when you attack, attacking deals healing to you. And then the 4-piece set also gives you like, dude, I shit you not. I fought Kishore there 3 times. I got with 7 fucking games. Because that's
Dude, fast.
yeah, I told you, he's one of the walls. He's one of the he's up there with the famous guys like Diablos and such.
That reminds me of Uganda.
Yeah,
But-
this guy would use the Monster Hunter Tri. I love him so much. I gotta drink my drinks. Drinks are drunk. Time to head over to you. Oh, yeah, I just realized, God, I hope you have Camp 7. You do not. I was like, this will be fine. I'll just fly over to Camp 7 with Maddie, because that's the one thing I should have done with you. My bad. Is make sure that we unlock all the camps. That would have been smart. I'm huffing it.
Damn it.
For your big bang attack. Mara, he's just, oh, look at that, Mara's just chilling in hot springs, enjoying a nice little bath. Ooh, Ryan Beetle, hold on, come here, kick. I need to borrow this, what you got for me? You got me some Crystal Burst, love it.
Fuck. Hell.
Oh, that's right, didn't you actually discover Camp 7? You just never make it?
Yeah,
What
I
happened?
didn't get a Tobicat stack or whatever it is.
Oh, from a regular camp. That's why we had to do Viper Twins. Oops. Anyway. Hey, Maddie, I'm here. Did I miss anything? Ooh, piece of candy. Oh, it's poison. I hope this hits. Right down the middle. Fuck.
So glad I have your pieces. It's a bow.
Oh, holy shit, that dealt a lot of damage. Went down to half health? The fuck? Alright, I gotta slow this guy down. Down, boy! Paralyzed, get him. Alright, I'm gonna pump him full of exhaust while he's paralyzed. Ooh, baby. Got me down to half health in one hit. Ugh. Alright, come here, big boy. Whoa, check it out, dude.
What? Oh.
Turf war. Oh. Yes. Basically, the cooler Anjanath. And by the way, he really is like fucking boss. Like, everyone loves that dude. His armor set's kick-ass looking too. Alright. Putting exhaust back on him. So if I exhaust him, this will slow things down. Also, there's air currents in here, so you can use that to get him out. Stop fucking flying everywhere. Alright, going for another wall bang. Bang, baby. Oh yeah, let's test it. Danger close.
That's a negative.
Yeah, see, that's too powerful. But my regular shots, like if I hit you with piercing, that won't bother you. So my regular bullets won't bother you.
But you never hit me anyway.
What?
If you hit me with regular bullets? Ow.
Complete? Yeah, he's. Do 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 do. A doodle doo doo.
It's like they want to die.
Yeah, nice. Did that move you?
Yep.
Yeah. So the really powerful attacks still move you. So I gotta keep that in mind. Now we know you don't need to waste your slots on tremor resist. Because the really big bang attacks will still move you. Whoa, that's fucking fast. Gotta hit it with the bright moss. Yeah. It's in his eyes. You see it? Man, you can't see me. Blinded.
Ah, shit. I'm gonna stay down for a second.
Paralysis. You know, before I paralyze him, let me actually weaken that tail. Oh, you already did. Fuck. I don't need to. Alright, now I'm gonna go for the paralysis.
Oh shit. Good ring.
He's so fast. Look at him go.
Nice.
There's the. Where the hell is my slicing? Here it is. Oh no, his tail's not weakened anymore.
I'll take care of that.
You got the mantle for it. Oh good, you do have the mantle for it.
He's hold still.
Here, there. Here, I'll put him in a wall. Here's your moment. Latch on and start weakening that tail. Oh, Viper. Right for each other. Gonna make more ammo real quick.
Piercing power. Piercing power. Piercing power.
Oh my god, look at all the fucking materials. Oh, I know why we're getting tons of materials. That's right. My cat has the plunder blade out.
Not that I'm complaining.
Oh, he's asleep? What's going on? What's he doing? Oh god, he's asleep. No? He's tired? I don't know. But yeah, my cat has this thing where he jumps on the back of the monster and he starts stabbing him repeatedly. He goes stab, stab, stab like a fucking little psychopath. It's great. And when he does, like, he starts shedding materials.
There's lots of roaring going on.
Alright, where's our mark? Oh, he's above us. Guess he's this way. We're in my favorite area, Maddie. You know, I think it's really funny how we just left that area, and now I'm gonna return us to that area.
Oh yeah.
Bye bye, Maddie. And it's like, you know what? I wasn't done hanging out down there. Well, if you'd be so kind as to keep that tail weakened for me, that'd be just great. Alright, looks like it's still weakened. Tail's not weak anymore.
Hold still.
Oh no, I can get him too. Hold on. Jesus Christ, so fucking wily. Calm the fuck down. Go. Oh god, he's right next to me. Rolling. Oh, he missed me. What are you carving? Oh, well. God, look at him go. Oh, nice. Oh, never mind. I thought it was knocked over every snatch shot. Alright, I'm hitting him with a big bang attack. Wow, that didn't even fucking phase me. Well, that sucks. Sleep, 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 sleep. Sean was sleeping right at the end. I was like, oh, I got it off. Hey, do you have your thing powered up so you can hit his tail?
No, I do not.
Okay. Well, in that case, guess it's...
Is there a carcass around here I can whack?
I think you already carved it. Alright, in that case, I'm just gonna... Oh, shit!
What the? Where'd he go?
Well, guess I'll reload my gun. Ooh, I did half a charge for top of Alright, Spider-Man.
Whee!
Don't mind if I do. I think I'll join you. Technically fast and running. Spooder man, Spooder man, Spoodering man, another Spooder man. What you do? Hit, check, turn a little bit, you fucking prick. Thank you. Oh fuck. He's just promise he doesn't stand there, so like he doesn't take it. Alright, there should be some moss near me. Some sweet, sweet moss. Oh, now he's mad. Go ahead. Jump it, Matt. I dare you. Matter of fact, I'm counting on it. Calculate it.
Weekend. I already had
Yeah, Tails weekend? Cool. Then what's the weekend that had? See if I can get a knockout. Jesus Christ, it's fast. Just staying still for like 2 seconds. Thank you, he did. Oh my god, he got right. Jesus Christ. He just knocked the shit out of me. Like how the ice and everything's just fucking flying around like crazy. Fuck you! Eat the... Oh, there's a pod.
Yay.
I don't know if it's keeping him busy, but I'm happy with whatever it is. Alright, knock him out the sky. Give me your tail. Got 3 shots left, and it's gonna have to be all you. Last shot coming in. Oh wait, we have 9 left? I'm not sure how much we have. It's hard to read the numbers. Alright, I'm gonna wall bang him. I got Rocksteady on. Get more of that tail. Come here, Sparky.
Nice.
Everyone work on the tail. Go, go, go. Let's attack it.
Ah, fuck. How is he still alive?
Well, that's literally my last shot. I have one lit in the chamber. So, you get 1 shot at cutting off his tail. Unless we just catch him.
Trays of a piercing pod. I bet that's gonna do a whole lot.
Well, piercing pod, your cutting move is going to be what you want to use. Even if you don't have your Wham Bam Boogie ready, even if you just give him that big overhead swing, it's got a big momentum, so that could work.
He's asleep.
Yeah, he's skulled. He's done. He's had a rough fight. So just, if you want to go on the other side of him, give him 1 big whack around the tail.
Okay. There's nothing.
Give me your biggest momentum whack. There you go. That's the one. Was that a hit?
Yeah. Got it.
Oh, fuck yes. Get up. Finish him. All right, tail time.
Threat
Right here.
eliminated. Let's find those two and complete our mission.
Get some bones underneath them.
Barioth Lash? What the fuck is that?
Lash, yeah, like a tail. Yeah, all the master ranks, all the tails. Like I said, when you had high rank, you could cut off the tails of the old monsters, and still like low rank or high rank, and you get the same tail. But in master rank, oh my god, I got 3 more tails. But in master rank, all the effort for the tail, just get 4 in total. Like all tails are called like lashes and stuff like that.
Thanks for being here.
So you have to get tails for master
During
rank.
our search, we noticed a Barioth
Hoorah.
nearby, so we hid.
All right, well, watch your
Thanks to
cutscene while I
you,
go pee.
We were able to have a really good look around.
For one thing, the ship was covered in gashes from an attack. The Barioth isn't capable of something like that. It came from something far, far more dangerous living here.
Then, we found this. It looks new. Whatever made this must be close.
How about you? Find out anything? Frozen monsters. Huh. Barioths aren't known for that sort of thing.
So then... Singing? Huh?
What's happening?
It's from that.
Damn! That was close!
That's it. The monster that attacked the Legiana flock. No. It's heading for Astera.
My word. Everyone thought it was just a mere myth,
I'm back, and apparently so is your handler.
but there it is. Velkhana.
Velkhana.
Oh, you're seeing Volcana for the
What
first
now?
time.
Believe in yourself, little moon.
Volcana has a
You're
great
closing
fight.
in on the truth. But you're going to need her help. That elder dragon is going to be a problem.
We'll meet soon. Whatever happens, please, please be careful. Let's go, partner.
Is it normal? Like, is it just a Japanese thing? Like, they make a lot of like non-verbal vocal cues.
Oh, ooh, like that? You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It feels so annoying. Like,
it's a Japanese thing. That's common. Also, the other thing, a Japanese thing, is repeating something that's just said. Like you can watch just every Godzilla movie and see exactly the tropes without even having to watch anime. So it'd be like, it's such an anime thing. I'm like, dude, anime is Japan. So it's like, but you can watch Godzilla movies all the way back from the 50s to modern day. You know, the thing is, and you'll have, like I said, you'll see people do the oh and stuff like that, and then you'll say something like,
Thanks for
I
assembling
think
on
it's
such short notice.
Volcana's power.
I'll let the fifth
Volcana's
take it from here.
power?
Thank you, sir.
That's
See,
also
recently we've
Japanese.
and we finally identified the culprit. This elder dragon was last seen flying. It's likely already here.
So, there you have it. I think it would be best if we started looking into precautionary measures.
Thanks to our trust, it is an elder dragon, known to the evolved in by mountaineers.
Oh, by the way,
or
when you're in
its
Astera,
records
I was
say
gonna say,
it could
pet your
freeze
Poogie.
other creatures.
And I
An
want
elder
you, when you get a
dragon.
chance, pet your
I agree,
Poogie
Commander.
and drop
You're
it off
suggesting
right
delay,
next to that
but first,
brazier
we
where the
need to-
little
Yes, sir.
cogwheel where stuff's
Will
going
do.
I
down.
trust you'll take
I want
care
to
of
see
it.
something
Finally,
real quick,
that is all. Dismissed.
but I need you to do it. It can't be me.
Okay. 1 second. I need to go.
If
pee.
Velkhana's in the new world, that's big news. But not the good kind. We're in charge of finding any changes in the ancient forest. Let's go on an expedition and have a look around.
Okay. Cool.
These dogs don't understand daylight savings time.
They're like, let's go outside. Wait, why is it night? Are we sleeping? Why?
Over here.
Yeah, I should probably go walk him real quick and just get that out of the way.
Before you do, I gotta know. Test that thing with the Poogie. So go up to your Poogie, give it a pet, make sure you succeed.
Where the hell is my Poogie? Poogie, where are you? No, but like for real, where is it?
Let's see. Places it could be wandering. Let's see. If it's probably in the market, you probably just don't see it. But I was gonna say, if you go out of where the barracks are, and you hug right, take that way, then move up towards the big tree, and then from the tree,
Oh, I found it.
okay, good. Yeah, give them some love, and then pick them up when you're done. Alright, now you've picked up your Poogie. I want you to walk over to the resource center where the cogwheel is going down with the supplies. And it should vibrate. And I want you to drop it off right there next to kind of near that brazier between like the or so. And it's going to dig and tell me, does it pull up bombs or does it pull up an outfit? So if it doesn't pull up an outfit, I know why. I need to know this for my little my guide.
It gave me a barrel bomb.
Okay, so that's what it is. Go walk your dogs, and then when you get back, I may not be. No, I'll probably just work on stuff on this. So when you get back, you know, we're gonna do one quest, and then we're gonna repeat that. By the way, and I'll tell you where we're at right now. So we're at the point where you're gonna go on an expedition to the ancient forest. It takes like 1 minute. It's just like when you had to walk during the Great Ravine or whatever, where basically you just gotta go for a little walk, then you're gonna get a cutscene, then you're gonna come right back here, so you don't even have to eat. It just puts your eyes on the Nargacuga, and it unlocks Nargacuga in the next 2 quests. So that's the part you're on, but you'll do that when you get back. When you get back, we're gonna do that, and we're also gonna go fight a Dodogama real quick, and we're gonna so that would see if that unlocks the thing, and see if my theory is correct. But I'm pretty sure I'm right. See, the wiki doesn't say you have to, but I know I'm right, and I have to correct the wiki if it's wrong.
Alright, I'll be back in about 30 minutes.
Okay. You'll be back. It's not right. Stabbing him. He's like, stab.